gentlemen, that was Kid Rock in his natural habitat. He's performing in front of a bunch of white people, most of them nasty drunk, and guess what? There's a nice centerpiece of this video. I'll just circle it for you. No explaining that there. I knew there was something wrong with this guy the moment he said this 5 years ago. Man, Colin Kaepernick. Kid Rock, you requested something. You can post this right now. Don't worry. We got you covered. Courtesy of the friendly neighborhood show of Sense and Smack, where if you got the sense, you get the smack. You're welcome. Hello everyone, I hope this show finds you well. Welcome to the Brandon Dilworth Show. Hope everyone had a great official Juneteenth weekend, and also hope everyone had a delightful Father's Day. Hopefully you are being smart with your bodies so you don't end up having 7 kids like Nick Cannon. Also, today is my birthday. Blessed to see another year. Feel free to leave any comments below. In the meantime, before I cut the cake, I'm gonna hand you a piece of feel-good content. It's nothing important, just want to show you this little shoot that I did myself in my room with the only curtain that I had of choice. I hope you enjoy these pictures of me looking like I'm from Back to the Future. And here's the little karate pose and many more blessings ahead. Well, Juneteenth is official now. Yep, President Biden signed it into law, the first one to be established since Martin Luther King Day in 1983 by who exactly? Believe it or not, Ronald Reagan. Yep, that's the only thing he did for African Americans. Basically, he was just like, I will celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because his contributions are what matter. As far as every other black life, I am considering it. For future reference, for anybody that's wanting to become a politician and or a public servant, the words I'm considering it or we're considering it is not a definite yes or no. It's just, well, since you brought it up, we might as well forget it. What happened this weekend felt a little good. It felt a little bit good. But there are still 3 blaring questions that cross my mind. I'm pretty sure will cross everyone else's mind moving forward. Where's the bill to keep police from harming black lives? Who's gonna say something about voting rights for all? Not just the majority, but those people of color as well. Why can't every kid learn the true history of America during grade school? I'd really like the answer to those questions as opposed to the ones some of y'all be asking, like, why is the club closed? Why can't I get my hair done? Why is the beach closed? Some of y'all priorities are messed up. And if nothing else, some of y'all complain about wearing masks. Okay? You think that was bad? Try picking cotton for 15 hours a day with very few hours of sleep in between, and then get severely punished if you do anything wrong, if you even sleep on the field. Trust me. You will feel blessed then. And I gotta tell you, you know, I don't want to come out as a hater, okay? Okay, I like white people, okay? But white people have basically been overblessed, whereas black people ain't been blessed enough. And you know what makes it worse? Is we got southern states that still live in the 1800s. I should know. I'm from Georgia. Sir, do you think companies should take Juneteenth off of work Well, we're coming off the pandemic and it's just going to disrupt the economy by about a day, and I prefer black people where their butts off is what they've been doing for 400 years. In fact, I got a black man trying to keep those Stone Mountain memorials up, and he's doing great. Lord, help me keep this PG. Nevertheless, I hope this weekend was enjoyable, but I also hope that it was, enlightening. Because Juneteenth, to me, should be a time of commemoration and education, rather than celebration. I don't see the point to celebrate anybody being taken against their will and forced to do work and face severe punishments, even to the point of dying. I don't see a point in celebrating nearly 250 years of that. Hope everybody enjoyed the lessons and hope everybody feels empowered by this weekend. And speaking of education, I did mention that fact about slaves picking cotton for 15 hours a day. You didn't know that, did you? You probably didn't know it during grade school. I'll talk more about that on The Last Word, but in the meantime, it's time for the segment where people go from "oh yeah" to "oh snap." Hey, there's my package. I'm so happy it came. Unfortunately, he forgot that there's a waning crescent moon behind him. Too bad that won't be the only embarrassing sight on this video. Hopefully he checks his pants and his step for his next delivery trip. I'll be the one to admit I wasn't taught much about slavery and racism during grade school. I learned the former by watching movies and only saw the latter grow as I grew. I didn't even know about race riots until the last few years I was in college, and I can say the same about Juneteenth. I don't know, it seems like the educational system doesn't want to teach about how racism shaped this country. It's little more than America is the greatest, learn this from a book so you can pass the test and move on. Now, I'm not suggesting kids be subject to gruesome details, and they can find out about that later on during college. But if the officials running our school systems knew any better, they'd let the true stories be told, to let the children know that the upbringing of America was far from sunshine and rainbows, especially for those enslaved Africans. And the prejudice systems that existed back then continue in other forms now. Children will inevitably know about the true history of America. Therefore, there's little point in prolonging the inevitable. That's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. Whether you liked it, hate it, or just want something silly to say, be sure to like, comment, share, especially share. Share the love. Share the heart. Share the humor. And if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe as well. Till we meet again, don't forget to love yourself and one another.